What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Teal Light District, your new home for all things New York Liberty and WNBA. My name is Shania Wright, aka Sha Twice, and I'm here with my co-host, my brother, my day one, Shane Wright, aka Ham Van Dam. Bow, 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 bow. And we are here to bring the real talks, the sharp takes, and all the energy to the women's game. This is the Teal Light District, powered by Smooth Family Entertainment, and we are hyped to kick this off. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and TikTok at TLD_pod and subscribe to the podcast on YouTube at Smooth Family ENT. We are excited to recap the season. WNBA 2025 regular season is officially over. How did we do?
And thank God it's over, right? Because this is a toughie. Don't let nobody tell you any different. This season was a toughie, man. This is a tough one. But we prevailed. That's all we can ask for, right?
Listen.
But we prevailed. Man, listen. All I can say is we were never healthy. That is where my blind optimism is going into this postseason, but we were never healthy. So, you know, we look at playoffs, season is over, 44 games, league high 44 games, you know.
Right.
Everybody adjusted their bodies and whatnot, getting ready for a playoff schedule that's going to kick off on Sunday, September 14th. We look at the matchups. The matchups are 1-8 Minnesota Lynx versus the Golden State Valkyries. I'm going to talk about them. The 2-7 matchup is the Atlanta Dream, surprising Atlanta Dream, versus the Indiana Fever. The 3-6 matchup is the Las Vegas Aces, who were slandered on this podcast, by the way.
They were.
Possibly into greatness. But the Las Vegas Aces are going to face the Seattle. Am I saying the Seattle Storm? No, I'm wrong. No, I'm right. No, the Seattle Storm is. No, I'm wrong.
Actually,
2-7
is the Aces are actually the 2 seed.
I'm sorry. So I just gave you out a 3-6 matchup. The 2-7 matchup is actually the Aces riding a 16-game win streak. Angel Wilson out here challenging my GOAT debate in front of my very eyes. I'm very concerned. Going against the Seattle Storm.
Snuck their way into the playoffs. Shout out Erica Wheeler.
And obviously we will be talking about our New York Liberty facing the Phoenix Mercury.
That's a tough matchup first round.
It sure is. All right. So y'all know we're a Liberty podcast first. So we're gonna start off with our guys, our girls, and whatnot.
Right.
Listen, let's start with recapping the season. Let's start recapping the season. It wasn't great. I didn't love it. I'm not gonna lie. We won 27 games. We won 27 games. Lost 17 games, and I still didn't love it. Injuries. Yep. It feels like the story.
You know, we knew that this season would be tough. We said it in our episode, stating that everyone was gearing up to contend with us and arguably the Lynx, right? So we knew that this season was going to be tough. We knew it was going to be tough. We had some woes. Our bodies, you know, people were getting stronger, faster. Our bodies did not adapt well. We were, you know, never at full strength, really. Well, we saw when we were at full strength when we were winning 11 games straight. And then we saw what happened when the injury bug got us. But all in all, not terrible, not great, but not terrible. We could have been an 8th seed playing the Lynx first. You know what I'm saying? Playing the dream. Mercury is definitely a tough matchup, but I like us not playing the Lynx. We might see them next round. But, right, like, I like the matchup that we have. Especially healthy. We are going to see the full force of Big Emma, Stewie, JJ, Sab, T Cloud, Leonie. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see our full girls go. So I'm excited. You know what they say in the basketball world, once the postseason starts, 0-0. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's 0-0. All that matters is one win. One win to the next win to the next win. So, you know, we play 5 p.m. on Sunday. We're filming this on Friday. We got 2 days to lock in and make a statement because we are on the road. We actually don't even have home court advantage. So because we don't have home court advantage, best of 3, we don't have opportunity for any mistakes. So everyone, I feel like, is going to be locked in. Everybody wants to repeat. I don't think anyone doesn't want to repeat. I think T Cloud is hungry for her first chip. Excuse me. That's not her first. Did she win one with the Mystics?
I think she won one with the Mercury.
The Mercury. Nice. All
Come
right.
on, man.
So,
Full knowledge. Full knowledge.
That's good. Come on.
I don't think
so she's hungry. She's hungry to get one. You know what I'm saying? Emma back in the league. She's hungry to get one. I think everybody's locked in. And we actually don't have the opportunity to not be locked in. So everybody get locked in, because if we steal this game on Sunday, I'm liking us getting them out of there in 2 games, rest up, and then we're on to our next matchup.
I agree. All right, so I'm gonna give you my irrationally confident viewpoint on this, and then I'm gonna give you my rational viewpoint on this. My irrationally confident viewpoint on this is that the New York Liberty will not play a home game in this playoffs until the conference finals. I think the element of surprise is interesting. It intrigues me because we're not dealing with a young, talented team. We're dealing with a more veteran. And when I say dealing, I'm talking about us. I think we are a veteran team. We say our youngest impact player is Sabrina Ionescu, who's a champion. And we have a team full of champions. I think championship pedigree is a thing. I am into it. Because as pessimistic as I feel about how this season went, I feel like, hey, dog, we could we could get Phoenix out of here in 2 games, and then we could get Minnesota out of here in 2 games. I see a world where that is very feasible. I don't think that's a thing that is completely out of the scope of it's overconfidence. Let's be clear. Minnesota Lynx, good team, great team. Honestly, I think one of the best teams ever. The cohesiveness, they have talent. They got Jessica Shepard coming off their bench. She has the second fastest triple double ever. This is that's the type of talent they got coming off their bench. Right. I'm just saying we have championship pedigree.
We have winners. Thorough winners, and that's not to say Fee not a winner. She went to college and stuff like that. But I'm talking about her teammate, unfortunately, is also on the team, on our team, who also won and has won in the league on separate teams.
Who is my GOAT? Let's be clear here. Who is my GOAT? Breanna Stewart is my GOAT. I stood 10 toes on this. I've said this since I saw year 2 at UConn. I was like, this is the best women's basketball player I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So let's be clear. Breanna Stewart, I'm looking at Breanna Stewart. I'm looking at let's just give the names out, right? On paper, we sound like a team that I'm not gonna lie to you. They talk about Phoenix. AT is my guy. Like, I love Alyssa Thomas. That's my guy.
You're a fantasy goat.
Satou. Y'all know I love Satou. Satou Sabally is that's my man. My girl. Collier Copper. I love Collier. Like, yo, these are people, these are girls that are good. Like, you get what I'm saying?
And they got Dewana
Bonner. Like, like, that's a winner right there. Like, I like what they got. I think it's gonna be a good matchup. But you talk about led by Breanna Stewart. Breanna freaking Stewart, my goat. Natasha Clapp. Defensive clipper.
Yep.
Emma Messman.
Yep.
Finals MVP.
Yep.
And Sabrina Ioenscu. Hey, dog. I'm just saying. If we going band for band, I like us. You get what I'm saying? So I look at that and I go, you know, like, even if I look, and I don't like looking ahead, but even as I look ahead, you know, saying, and what, I'm not even discounting the Valkyries, man. The Valkyries is good. But like, say for instance that Minnesota gets out of the Valkyrie series, I'm looking at the band for band again. I'm like, yo, mind you, I gave you 4 people. I didn't even say our finals MVP, Jonquel Jones. That's 5 people. That's 5 people right there.
Can't forget about JJ.
Come on, man. Come on. What are we talking about here? These are the questions that I have. I don't love our bench. I don't love our bench at all. Let's be clear here. But band for band, our top 5.
You know? Hey, all we need is a little bit of production from Ken Burke, a little bit of production from MJ.
Kennedy and Marine Johannes. That's the 7-man rotation by there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sandra, don't play with me. Let's be clear. Sandra, don't play with me. Don't play with me. That's the 7-man rotation. If you want to put Rebecca Gardner in there to get some spot minutes to play some defense, I'll allow it. But if you want to get Izzy in there for some spot minutes to play some defense, that as well. I'll allow it. Everybody else, like Naira, I love you. Knee is not good. I'm gonna holler at you. I'll see you next year. The knee is no good. But if we talk about, give me 7, you got 7-woman rotation. This is all I need to see. Like, I don't like anything outside of getting cute out of those 7, that 7-woman rotation right there. Lets me know everything I need to know about Sandy. Sandy, you got a solid 7. And I'm talking about, like, Marine not playing no 15 minutes. Marine playing 10 minutes. Marine, if that, like, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody healthy, rest up, and let's get Phoenix the fuck up out of here. Like, that's how I feel. That's my irrational take, right? That's how I feel irrationally. Now, if I'm providing some nuance, Phoenix is a good team.
Phoenix is a good team. And I will say, did we beat them one time this season?
Once.
I don't think so.
Once. We blew them out.
Like, they have had our number all season. I think that might have been one of our first losses to snap our streak.
Yep,
like,
sure was.
They've had our number all season, but I will say it's hard to beat a team consistently, right? So, you know, the other times they beat us, not healthy, all this other stuff, they're gonna have to come with just like we're coming with ours, they're gonna have to come with theirs. And we are erring on the side of that. We have been here before and we are winners. And that is what's gonna carry us through. First round, one game at a time. All we do is need to take that one in Phoenix on Sunday at 5 p.m. and we good. I'm liking it.
I agree. I just think that it gets real interesting when you're looking at a team like us, who are essentially a wild card in every sense of the way, right? Like, you're looking at it like it's a part of it that gives me like a little. Like, I get excited about that because I'm looking at it like, hey man, if you slip up, it might get real serious. It might just get real serious. Like, it might just, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't want to sound super overconfident, but like we could really like it could really get ugly in Phoenix for 2 games. Like that's how I feel. Like it could get.
No, we come back. We come back home, Shane. We come back home.
No, I mean ugly for them.
Oh, bro.
I mean, like 2 of them things. Like that's what I'm saying. Like my rational take is like, yo, like I'm not worried about playing on the road. Like that's not what I'm worried about. I got champions on my team. Champions on my team. Like that's something you worry about when you're a young team. Like Atlanta needs to be worried about that. You get what I'm saying? Like if the Fever go into Atlanta and steal one, I'd be a little nervous. I'd be a little nervous
too.
Saying? You got Brittany down there, but this, that, and the third. But like we're not worried. We shouldn't be worried about that. We're champions.
Right.
Like this is not we're not new to this. We're true to this. Legit. And that's right. Cliche, but that's what it is. That's how I feel about it. So all in all to say, shouts to my gang members. Shouts to my gang members. This is for motivational purposes only. This is for motivational purposes only. Sabrina. Shoot their fucking eyes out. One. Jonquel. No one can guard you. They don't got Brittany Griner on their team. And Alyssa Thomas to basically be LeBron and guard you. Kill her.
Right. That's a lot.
Kill her. Please. And I love AT. My fantasy goat. Shout outs to myself and myself only for winning the TLD District Fantasy League. Alyssa Thomas was my goat. #1 overall pick in my first round pick for me. And she led me to victory. Shout outs to Alyssa Thomas. Yep. Pack her up. Satou Sabally. Also, fantasy goat. Pack her up too. Like, listen. This is not something I worry about. Leo. Satou gets nothing. Leo. Satou gets nothing. That's all I want to hear. She gets nothing. If I'm asking, and I'm being so serious, and I love you, Collier. If I'm asking Collier Copper to beat me, I'm not worried.
Right.
And she's good. Like, I'm not even saying she's not good. She's good. But I'm taking Alyssa Thomas out the game immediately.
Yeah, Alyssa Thomas.
Immediately. Yep. I'm sorry.
No triple doubles for you.
Scheme against her. Mind you, we did this last year. We played the Connecticut Sun last year. It's not hard to scheme against Alyssa Thomas. She's literally the machine. If you shut down the machine, everybody crumbles. That's the one thing I learned about the Phoenix Mercury this year is that Alyssa Thomas, still a machine. Still the machine. Still godly good at basketball. But listen, you are able to deter her. The offense runs through Alyssa Thomas. There's no one else that runs the offense. No one else runs the offense. No one else. So if you shut her down, same thing with Connecticut. We shut her down. And guess what happened? They asked DJ Carrington to run the offense and it was clipped. And it was clipped. Like, it's over for that. Shut her down. It's over. Listen, Satou, I love you. It's clipped. I always see none of that. Just clip that up early. Leo, love it.
Right.
Collier Copper, please take 30 shots. I prefer it. I embrace it. I embrace it. I beg of it even. Like, defensively, don't like. I'm gonna wrap this up by saying this, right? On paper, we still got the best team in basketball. I believe that with all my heart and soul. I look on paper and I'm like, yeah, this is the best team in basketball. It's not close, really, honestly. Sandra, I beg of you.
Don't get out coach, gang.
Get out your own fucking way. I beg of you, Sandra. Because multiple times this season, I hated the way you coached. Hated it. I looked at it and I went, what are you doing? What are you doing? You couldn't scheme Sabrina open against the Lynx. That was infuriated me. Like, you couldn't adjust when Breanna Stewart went out for 3 weeks. Like, oh God, Sandra, it's basketball,
Right.
and it's playoff basketball. Playoff basketball is literally contingent on stars being stars. Let your stars be stars. You got champions. That's all I'm asking. Listen, if they beat us off there's a her off going off and we just lose the her off, I'm gonna be upset. But I can live with it. You know, like I'll be like, fuck it, you just got us, man. You feel me? Like what I'm gonna say. What I'm saying. But if you get out schemed, out coached, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. Because and I say that to say this. The league is moving in a direction where I am not an idiot. I am cognizant that this Liberty team is not sustainable to compete in this league.
No.
After this year.
Yeah.
We're too old. We're too slow. We don't have enough defensive players. Like I'm in full support of like a full retool. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
Like this is the opportunity to get the repeat. Like that's how I feel about it. This is how I feel. You get the repeat, you retool, but you have the talent. Like if I didn't feel like we had the most talent or still in basketball, I wouldn't be as hyped for this playoffs, especially with the unknown of with the injuries and stuff like that. But I know I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is it. Like we get Breanna. We got Breanna for about 3-4 more years. She gonna retire over this. It's a sunset. We gotta get Angel Reese over here. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Angel Reese, you will be a lib.
There's some GMing that needs to be done. So, man, tighten up, man. It's time. It's time. I'm excited for playoff basketball. I'm excited for the New York Liberty. I'm glad the season's over. I'm glad the season's over. And we can focus on
playoff
basketball and ethical hoops.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk some of these playoff series. All right, what do you want to start?
We got to start with 1-8, I think.
All right, let's start with 1-8.
1-8. I think hats off to the freaking Golden State Valkyrie. Oh my God. Y'all my second favorite team for real. Like that quick. That quick. I love watching the Valkyries play because they just go get it. They go get it. Like, and they in your face all day, every day. And if you punch them, they just come in to punch you right back. Mm-hmm. Like, and that's without, they don't even have Caleb Thornton, who went out for the year. They are literally doing this just off of pure will. Like, it's impeccable. It is impeccable to watch. Like, impeccable. Shout outs to the freaking Golden State Valkyrie. Shout outs to the Golden State Valkyrie. Coach Nat. Coach of the year, without a question. First expansion team ever to make a playoffs. The Lynx should be worried.
I think the Lynx should be so worried. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think the Lynx should be as worried. I think this is the worst possible matchup.
No, they sucked their teeth when they saw the Valkyrie lose and fall to 8. I know they did, because I would have sucked my teeth. Like, damn.
They wanted the Seattle Storm. Here's the thing.
So bad they wanted the Seattle Storm.
Here's the thing. Because, once again, I just want to put out there that I won the TLD Fantasy Championship.
Yes.
So I want to just shout out. I'm gonna just shout out everybody who's on my team. Shout out Veronica Burton, man. Listen, they lost Caleb Thornton, and who former Lib. We love you, Kayla. Get well.
Love you.
And Veronica Burton said, "You know what, man?
It's my time.
Fuck it. It's my team, man. It's my team." And she will once again. Thank you, Veronica.
It's my time.
Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you why I think this is a bad matchup for the Lynx for multiple reasons. I would say one basketball reason, but multiple non-basketball reasons why I think this is a bad matchup. The main basketball reason why I think it's a bad matchup because the Golden State Valkyries are literally a team that are playing with house money. You are asking for a team who just came into the league this year, secured the 8th seed. There was no real intentions on what this looks like long term. I mean, in the short term, they just trying to build for the long term. But they got a good team, head coaches. Listen.
Shout out Sugar Rogers.
It's year one. She's looking a little geniusy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo,
looking a little geniusy. Looking like, hey dog,
she knows it.
Give me a star, and we might be doing some things. This role players that she cooked this 8th seed up.
That's what I'm saying. Right? Give her a franchise player. It might get scary.
It might. I think it will get scary. I think this might be the worst year of the Golden State Valkyries tenure for a while. And I say that with all due respect. So that in itself, I think that coach of the year is a lot. I think it's Valkyries. I think you can't give it to nobody else. You can give it to Cheryl. Yeah. But why?
No, it's not Cheryl.
Why?
I mean, you had the same team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we knew you would be good. You have
right. It's not a surprise.
So you're looking at that. I'm sitting here looking at the Minnesota Lynx, and I'm like, all right. So you got a team that has literally zero ego. They're going to play hard. You better, as the Minnesota Lynx, take care of this shit immediately. Take care of this shit immediately. I would punch them game one. Like, legitimately.
You have to. Beat them by 30.
I think you have to punch them game one. Because if you don't punch them game one, right? You give them any type of confidence. Like, let's just say with a random a feeling of belief, You're feeling of belief in the atmosphere. Because you're going to play the first 2 games in Minnesota.
No, I keep telling you that. Why do you keep saying that? They flop back and forth.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, that's my non-ball knowledge. I thought they did 2-1. It's 1-2-1.
No. It's at. They might do that next round, but for first round, everybody gets a game.
Oh, that's fire. Oh, that changes a lot. that actually changes everything. I'm not even gonna lie to you. First of all, Liberty in 2. I'm just clapping. Let's just close that up. Just to bring that back. Liberty in 2. I thought we had the Phoenix for both.
Yeah, no, that's what I bet. I was like, we get one at home. We get one at home.
Lives in 2. Yeah. We're just gonna put that out there.
That's what I'm saying. The Lynx, they got to play at Golden State.
Okay. At Golden State. So this even brings my point back together. You got to punch them in game one. That's all but confirming. I was giving the Lynx some grace because I was like, if the niggas got to play twice in Minnesota, you get the niggas out of there. Dog.
Right.
Playoff Golden State. Like, San Francisco Bay Area is already nuts. They already 100% behind this Golden State Valkyries.
Basketball.
Hey, Lynx. Do not let these niggas.
Don't even let them lose by 1 either. Like,
dog.
Don't let them lose within 10.
It will get spooky in game 2. I'm not saying they'll win game 2. I am saying that if it's any form of belief in game 1, game 2 is much watched television. Yep. Game 2 is much watched television because I think they might get one.
I think they're gonna get one too. Honestly. I think they're gonna get one. Even you saw when they asked Coach Nat, if she gonna be Coach of the Year, she goes, nobody cares. Nobody cares. We're trying to win games. We want to win playoff games. And I'm like, you already got that dog at the helm. You clearly have that dog. Coach Nat, I saw her in person. She's maxed 4'11". So you already know she's coming crazy.
Yeah.
And they have the scheme god on their team, Sugar Rogers.
Yeah.
They have the scheme god.
This is sneaky interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Minnesota should blow them out.
They have to blow them out, man. They have to. If they do not, San Francisco is going to be rocking. Yeah. San Francisco is going to be rocking no matter what.
Yes. But, hey.
If they lose by 2, Oh, it's clip. They like,
Hey,
oh yeah,
dog,
we in here.
for the off chance that they get that first one in Minnesota on Sunday. Listen, man.
Might get spooky.
I might put $100 on. I might put $100 on Valkyries. On the Valkyries game 2. I might. I ain't gonna bullshit you. By the off chance.
Off chance.
Like they would have to get it first. Then I'd be like,
Right.
all right, listen. I might have to ride this. I'm about to ride this one.
Right.
All right. So listen. All right. So let's move on. Right. Valkyries. I think Lynx. Obviously, I think Lynx will win, but I think Lynx will win the series. But I think the Valkyries
I got the Lynx in 3. That's I think the Valkyries gonna steal 1. I don't know when they're gonna steal 1, but I got the Lynx in 3. I think the Lynx will take care of business, but I got hope in this Golden State team.
I agree. All right.
Okay, on to the 2 and 7 matchup, the Aces and the Seattle Storm. I have the Aces packing the Seattle Storm up in 2 games. I have them packing Seattle Storm up in 2 games. Now, I like the Seattle Storm. I think there's something especially wrong with Skylar Diggins. I'm not sure what it is, but I like her craziness a lot. A lot. I like it. You know, she's feisty. She wants to win and she has experience. But I think the Aces right now in A'a Wilson's WNBA are absolutely going stupid. Ever since Minnesota packed up the Aces so bad, we thought the Aces season was over. They lost by like 50 plus points. You lose by 50 plus points in a professional league. You got to be terrible. A'a Wilson told all those niggas, if you are not ready to work, do not come back to the team. To the media, she told them. Since then, the Aces have gone on a 16-game winning streak to close out their season and steal the 2nd seed from the Dream. They are on a hot streak right now, and that makes them incredibly dangerous. They are riding confidence like I've never seen before. Even Jewel Lloyd's playing well. Everyone has kind of found their stride together, and A'a Wilson is doing unholy things right now. Unholy. Like, she is might be, greatest ever. I don't know. Tina Charles is my GOAT. I love Tina Charles. A'a Wilson's 1A. She's 1A. Like, to put on the clinic that she is putting on right now, like, it's astronomical. She is averaging a double-double. She ended the season averaging a double-double. 23.4 points a game, 10 points, 10 rebounds a game, and shooting over 50% from the field.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch her, she actually gave, I forget what game it was, but it might have been the Mercury. She gave everybody on that team a bucket. Like, everybody on the team got a bucket. Fadeaways, 3-pointers, layups, and ones, rebounds. Like, she is scoring at every single level right now. And she's impossible to stop. And she's heard all the slander. She's heard it. She's heard people say it's not her WNBA anymore. She's heard them say the Aces are washed, us especially. I think she personally probably listens to the pod and was like, yeah, they talking bad about us. It's time to go to work. And she has been phenomenal. Associated Press Player of the Year. I mean, we're going to get into that MVP conversation later, but
yeah.
I mean, I think she's just going to be impossible to stop right now. Like, you got to put like 3 on her.
I agree.
And hope for the best.
Listen.
And hope everybody else misses.
Let me tell you something about Big A'a Wilson, man. Big A'a Wilson. Listen, like I said earlier, I'm watching A'a Wilson play basketball, and I'm like, oh, man, listen. You would know Breanna Stewart is my GOAT, man. What you doing, A'a? You doing ungodly things, A'a. Here's the thing, right? When it comes to this matchup, I do not believe in the Seattle Storm one bit. I don't think that the hate is there though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually preferred the Storm to play the Lynx. I think that the Lynx actually also preferred that, but I also think that not only did the Lynx prefer that, I think the Storm preferred that. I think that the Storm that's a good matchup for them. I think that they match up. I think they match up really well against the Lynx.
Yeah.
And I think while I do think obviously Lynx in 3 as well, but I think that would have also been a Lynx in 3 series. But I think that would have been equally as exhilarating as, and we might be hyping up the Valkyrie series just off of our takes. But I think in terms of like just the basketball of it, you'd had Skylar, Courtney, you know what I'm saying, NECA, Fee, like those matches would have been really, really good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Good. Here, I don't like this matchup at all for the Storm.
It's a tough matchup.
I hate it. I actually hate it. I think even though Skylar and Chelsea, that's the older guards and stuff like that, I think that'll be a wash. I think NECA versus Asia, and I love NECA Ogwumike, but Asia just does ungodly things on the court to NECA Ogwumike.
It's too good right now.
It's unfortunate. Here's the thing, though, right? I think that the Seattle Storm are an unserious basketball team. I think Seattle Storm is a serious basketball team, mainly for one reason and one reason only. Now, I love Ezzy. As I have told y'all on multiple occasions, you have Dominique Wembanyama on your bench. Right. Dominique Wembanyama is on your bench, and what are we doing here? What are we doing here for real? I'm here to tell y'all right now. I've watched enough Seattle Storm games this year. Enough. Not a lot, but enough. Mainly because my agenda is that Dominique Wembanyama needs to be playing every single game for 35 minutes a game. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I just feel like as soon as I found out, hey, she might have a little bit of Wemby at home. That's it. Dominique Malonga is good at the sport. I've seen it. I've actually seen it.
Yeah, she's not bad. Like you would think the way they're sitting her, she's terrible.
You would think the way they're sitting her, she looks awful.
Right.
I'm here to tell you that every time I see Dominique Wembanyama play basketball, she looks like a fucking freak, and in the best way possible. And it only fuels my confusion because hey, Ezzy is good. She ain't that good. She ain't that good to keep fucking Dominique Malonga on the bench.
Yeah.
Not when I saw her score 20 points in 8 minutes. I'm good. So what will I say here? If you play Dominique more, I like the Storm's chances to push it to 3 better.
Right.
I like the Storm's better. Like I like their chances to push the 3 better. All in all, I look at Asia Wilson. I look at Jewel Lloyd, who, to her credit, made the call. Let's be clear. Give Jewel Lloyd her flower. I told y'all from earlier in the season, Jewel Lloyd is not supposed to be on the basketball team. She's not supposed to be on the Jackie Young. It's young Jewel Lloyd, the better version of her currently. She made the choice. She made the call and said, yo, dog, put me on the bench. Put me on the bench. That is real humility from one. Arguably a top 10 player still in this league, like top 15, 20 at least. Like we're not talking about a scrub. Like
no scrub, nope.
Like I looked at Jewel Lloyd's bad season and a half, and I'm like, ugh.
Right.
It's still Jewel Lloyd.
Still pretty solid.
Still Jewel Lloyd. It's still Jewel Lloyd. Like that's Mamba. Like y'all not about to disrespect Mamba. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I look at this and I'm like, yo, bro. This Aces team is as dangerous as possible. I will say, I am ecstatic they're on the other side of the bracket. I don't know who else feels that way.
Yeah.
I would think Minnesota also feels that way.
Man, Minnesota's cheesing.
Ecstatic that the Aces are on the other side of the bracket. If the Aces, listen, man, I want to avoid them as long as possible. Let somebody else take them out.
Right.
Because when are they going to lose? Like, let's be clear. I think that this is Aces in 2. Legitimately, I think this is Aces in 2. So that's 18 games.
Aces in 2. Yep.
Then you talk about Dream, the winner of the Dream and Fever. Fever don't got Caleb Clark, even though they do it well. But you're not matching Aaliyah Boston. She's not. That's food. That's food.
Every day of the week.
And then I go over to Atlanta. I like Brittany Griner's chances to be physical with Asia Wilson. Like I like their chances with Breanna Jones in like they have the size to play to the Aces, but I don't know about that either.
Yeah.
like Rhyne gonna have to go crazy if that's what it is. Asia's on a different level. Like every time she touches the rock, the shit goes in. Like I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that as a competitor. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Every time she touched the rock, it go in. Every time she touched the rock,
bro, she getting shooters bounces on fadeaway,
turnaround drops. Like I'm looking at her shift.
Like how did that go in? How did you just make that? How did you just make that? Like,
yeah, we might be watching the go right in front of our very eyes.
No,
and that's saying a lot.
Listen,
and that's saying a lot. I got a lot of respect for Angel Wilson. It's hard for me to look at her and go, "Is somebody better than her?"
Especially today against Angel Wilson.
Especially
I will say.
Today in this today on this very moment, it's hard to say any basketball player in the world is better than her today. Like that's the God honest truth. But man, listen, I feel sorry for the Storm. I think that Asia gets them out of here real early.
Real quick.
And that's that. Honestly, that's all I gotta say about that. Shout out to Big Asia.
Shout out to Big Asia, man. You have turned that program around.
All right. Speaking of the fever and the dream,
right?
I think this has the potential to be the best matchup in the first round. I think that obviously we can talk about the elephant in the room. Kayla Clark out for the season. Man, listen. I'm gonna say this first about Kayla Clark. Yo, the WNBA played in y'all face crazy. I could have told you Kayla Clark was out for the season.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It's
like,
they
were like, you know, they weren't gonna say nothing because they needed themselves to stay the same. But that's tough. That was tough. I will say, I was like, as a Fever fan, I'd be pretty upset. I'd be pretty annoyed. I can't lie.
You thinking she coming back for the playoffs?
Yeah, at least, you know, give y'all a chance for something. But it's definitely a major disappointment for them. I'm sure it is, CC being out. But they need to get it together. They do. Fever need to get it together.
Here's the thing. Here's my thing with the Fever. I love their team. Like, I love their team without Caitlin Clark. I love their team with Caitlin Clark. I think they are built the right way. I think, like, for all intent and purposes, their front office made the right decisions.
Yes.
Building around Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. I think
absolutely.
I think they need a point guard in the
because they got Kelsey Mitchell, the scoring machine.
They need a. Here's the thing. Like, I think KM again. Shouts to my fantasy.
You're a fantasy point guard, man.
Kelsey.
Y'all see what I was playing against. Y'all see what I was playing against, and I had the bitch ass Sky playing games.
That's called proper GM. Listen, I look at this team, right? They got everything in place that I like. I like the shooting guard. I like the point guard. I like the big. Everything I like. I think that they need more defense on the perimeter, even though Sophie Cunningham was supposed to be that. She's out for the season.
Right.
I think they need to re-up on a lot of stuff, but I think injuries just bit them. I think that this is I don't want to say it's a lost season because, you know, the games haven't even been played yet. So I'll never count nobody out on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you look back at this, like, you built this team around Caitlin Clark. You built a lot of this team around Caitlin Clark. I think not as much of it is around Leah Boston, but you did, like, Kelsey Mitchell in herself is like the build around Aaliyah Boston move, even though she's been there longer. Because Kelsey, because they like them being on the court at the same time makes a lot of sense. Kelsey Mitchell is your shot creator. She's gonna put up the shot. She's gonna do that. And Aaliyah Boston is gonna clean up everything. Yep. You get the ball to Aaliyah Boston down in the post. She's putting you in the chicken wing, and she's getting herself a bucket. I love everything about this team. I do. Like, I think that they are injured. I think Caitlin Clark is the glue. I think that she had to not be injured for this team to do anything like this year, and she was.
Yeah.
Like, I could take the Sophie Cunningham injury, I could take the Ari McDonald injury, even though they were good placeholders.
Yeah.
But the Kayla injury is just too much. It's too much when you build a team around her, and it has to work through her. Like she did have a good season. She did have a good season when she was on the court. I give her some grace because I feel like it was the injuries in itself from the beginning, and she was never right. And I told y'all she played 10 games. I thought she played 2 good games all year. I thought she played 2 good games all year. One was against us. So like, so I'm not even gonna say I'm being impartial, but like I look at this and I'm like, yo, you're gonna play Atlanta. Atlanta is, man, dangerous as hell. Rhyne Howard is basically Kobe. Like that's
shut up, my fantasy point guard, man.
Hey, I knew Rhyne Howard was good. I knew Rhyne Howard was really good. I had no clue that she was this elite. Like I'm just being honest. Like I had
the number one pick, man.
No, and real. Like let's be clear, and real. I had no clue she was like, oh, right. Yo, you can't stay in front of her. Like,
yeah, she a bucket and she could shoot. Broke the record for most threes made this season.
9 threes in the game, 37 points. Like,
that was a great fantasy day for me.
Stop playing with her, like for real.
Yeah.
So I look at this. Here's the thing. I think this is a good matchup because I don't love. Like they both of young teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, FIBA got some playoff experience last year, but they got put in 2 games. Like they didn't win any games. And Atlanta, I think Atlanta made the playoffs too, but they also got put. So it's like it's an unknown here. Where I would have liked to see Rhyne Howard versus Caitlin Clark. I think that would have been a really good matchup to go with. But Atlanta got too much firepower for, like, I like Indiana's team. I think they're about 2 years away from like really like taking over the league. Like no one's gonna beat them. Like how the Lynx was running. I think about 2 years away. Fever, hey dog, that team is ready this year or next year to like, and this is why I think the Liberty. This is why I think the Liberty have to retool because you got teams like fucking Atlanta. Rhyne Howard's best player on the team, and listen, you got it's like 4 other people on the team. That's like
they got Alicia Gray. Jesus Christ,
Alicia Gray,
Jesus Christ, Breanna Jones,
Breanna January. Like yo, dog. Like I'm looking at this roster. Brittany Griner, AJ Brittany Griner, by the way. Like this is her best basketball is behind her. But she's still 6'7". She's a veteran, though. Still 6'7". Still 6'7". Like you can't teach height. You can't teach height. Yo. That's what I'm saying. Like I like Atlanta. Like I think Dream Aces is a good second round matchup. And I'm projecting, but if we talk about like, hey man, I think it's spooky for the FIFA. I think FIFA get put in 2 games again. Like I think they get put in 2 games again. And then they retool for next year.
Yeah. I mean, without CC, it's just tough. It's tough. As we said, I said, you know, when CC got into the league, I said, you know, give her 2 years. They're probably really good. Obviously, with the injury, you know, it's not working. I think the GM, you know, they did everything right this offseason. Can't predict injury, though. I think, yes, I agree. I think they knew she was out for the season from whenever she originally got hurt, you know, that hamstring or groin or whatever it was. They knew she was done. They just didn't tell nobody. Or maybe she knew she was done, just didn't tell nobody. So, I mean, CC, you know, you're already a millionaire. Just go rehab, girl. Rehab. Go fix yourself. Because, you are the sole reason why Indiana does not have a strong chance at a playoff run this year. The sole reason. It's tough.
Is that as unfortunate as it gets?
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this. You need to hit that weight room too, girl. I can't lie. You can't be letting all these people throw you all around and stuff. You're just soft.
You get soft tissue injuries. And you get soft tissue injuries. Crying.
Yeah, come on. Like, you need to get strong. Like, this is not college anymore. You're not playing against future doctors.
Yeah, go do some Pilates.
Yeah, gotta get bendy. Gotta get strong and bendy, as one of my strength coaches used to say. You want to be strong and flexible.
Love
so, yeah, I agree. I got the Dream putting them in 2 games as well. I don't think it's much of a matchup. Atlanta Dream are a very good team right now.
Got you. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about this MVP conversation. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we both have a side here. Like we spoke about it in pre-pro. So the race is coming down to two. It's coming down to two. Shout out to Alyssa Thomas.
Shout out to AT, man. Shout out to AT.
She's supposed to be in there, but
I will say the Mercury front office, every team in the league should take notes from the Mercury's front office. They love Alyssa Thomas, and they let everybody know they love Alyssa Thomas. Mm-hmm. Every day on social media, I see them saying they love Alyssa Thomas.
As they should.
Every team should take note, and I'm talking to you, Chicago, on how to treat your star player, and that is it. She's a triple-double machine, 15 points, 9 assists, and about 9 rebounds a game. That's just amazing. Shout outs to her. She has had a historic season. Unfortunately, though, she is also playing at the same time as Napheesa Collier and Angel Wilson in a big girl league, man.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. So shout out to AT, man. If I would argue if Asia didn't even go on that damn tear that she just went on, it would be AT.
It would be AT versus Fee.
It would be,
and that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Listen, man, let me tell you something. All right. So let's start with this. So I am Team Napheesa Collier. Even though I love Asia, and even though I think what Asia's doing right now is fucking insane. Like I think that is on the board for some of the greatest, most craziest shit I've ever seen in women's hoops ever. Like I just want to be clear that. You are obviously Team Asia. Right, but and like I said,
wrong answer.
Yeah, I want to preface this by saying I don't think there's a wrong answer here. I don't think anybody's gonna be upset with I don't think anybody's gonna be upset with Team Fee or Team Asia. Like you gotta look at the scope of the season. It's like they both got really strong cases. Like extremely strong cases. So I'm here. I'm gonna make Fee's case here. Right? Yep. Now I'm gonna let you make Asia's case. All right. So Napheesa Collier, who I find so hard to hate. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to put that on the table too. Like she was talking big shit during the finals. She talking big shit. Mind you, I met her in person, so it's not like it's like she talking big shit. Courtney Williams also talking big shit. Like she felt the way about how it was officiated, and it's a little sketchy.
That's fair. There's some questionable calls for sure.
I would have qualms. You get what I'm saying?
Well, me too.
Yeah. All in all, I got real love for Fee because I think Fee is a hooper. Like, I love the way she plays basketball. Love it. Every aspect of her game is solid. Every aspect of her game is above average. Above average. She is an elite scorer. She is an above average passer. Elite defensive player. Elite defensive player. Elite rebounder. And like you get what I'm saying? Like she has all the tools that you want in a plug and play player. She reminds me a lot of like when Kawhi Leonard was at the peak of his powers. Like where it's like, hey man, you're not going past Napheesa Collier. That's just not happening. All right. So just try something else. Try something else because you're not going past her. And if you get past her, it's getting put on the backboard. It's getting put on the backboard. She has that level of elite defensive acumen, plus mixed in with the level of elite offensive acumen. So I look at her on a level where I look at her on a level of and Asia Wilson in the sense of being well-rounded in their game. And Breanna Stewart here, to be clear, to be a player that's as well-grounded in their game as possible. And it reflects through her team, and it reflects in the record, and it reflects on the basketball court. The Minnesota Lynx looks like a completely different team when Napheesa Collier is at her best. They look like unbeatable. Trust me, it took every willpower of our star power team with our coach actively sabotaging us to defeat Napheesa Collier last year in the finals, and she was having a bad finals. like it wasn't like she was having a great finals. She wasn't shooting well, but she was still cooking. Like she was hitting clutch, timely buckets, this, that, and third. That's all to say. This year, she was so consistently excellent. When I say consistently excellent, I'm talking about 50, 40, 90 on the offensive end. For those who are new to the basketball realm, that's 50% from the field. That means every time she shot the basketball, it went in 50% of the time. Above 50% from the field. Above 90% from the free throw line. That means every time she went to the free throw line, 9 out of 10 times, that shit was a bucket.
Yeah.
And 40% from three. That means every time she shot 25 feet from behind the arc, it went in 40% of the time. To be clear, we are talking about people on the pantheon, if we're compared to men's sports, of a Stephen Curry, of a Klay Thompson, of you get what I'm saying? Like, these are the people we're talking about. Elite scorers. You get what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving. Like, we're talking about people that offensively gifted with the basketball. Coming off of a season where she was, I don't know if she was unanimous DPOY, but she was damn close.
Yep.
Damn close.
Yep.
So I look at Napheesa, I go, yo, you were consistently excellent throughout the whole year. Not only were you consistently excellent throughout the whole year, sans the 2.5 weeks that you took off because you hurt your ankle because Sha freaking Reese decided to play you in a blowout up 40. Up 40.
Just being greedy.
In the fourth quarter. And then with a ton of media, like, you never know when the game's over. Cheryl, let's be for real. Let's be for real, Cheryl. Like, the game's out of reach. Game's out of reach. What are you doing? What are you doing, Cheryl? That should piss me off so bad. I can't lie. That should piss me off so bad. Because what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Cheryl? Anyway, back to feet. Not only was that, I say that it reflects on the team because the team looked unbeatable for 3 quarters of the season. Unbeatable. We're now seeing a little bit of the chink in the Lynx armor. You get what I'm saying? Like, outside of feed, they don't have like really consistent scoring. Like, it's a vibes team. Like, shout out to Courtney Williams. They have cohesion. You know what I'm saying? They've played with each other for a while, so they know each other's. You get what I'm saying? Like, are we going to depend on Courtney Williams to average 20 plus points in the playoffs? That's a tall ask, but Courtney Williams has done it before. I'm not going to act like she hasn't.
Right.
But you get what I'm saying? But, like, you look at feet, and it's like, I'm going to need Napheesa Collier to score 25 points a night to beat the fucking Golden State Valkyries. Like, I think that is on the board. Like, if she doesn't score 25 points a night, that's, like, it's clipped. So, to wrap up my spiel, I always err on the side of caution of best player on best team. I think that the Minnesota Lynx looked insanely unbeatable, and that's saying a lot because we didn't play them until July.
Yep.
So it's not like we were able to experience the full force of what their full team looks like, and neither did them. Which is why I'm okay with our second round series, because it'll be basically a clean slate, and we'll figure it out then. But man, listen, Fee consistently excellent. Best player on the best team. And again, shouts to Sha Reeve, even though she's nuts. I think she kept them afloat while Napheesa Collier was out. But I also think Sha Reeve shot herself in the foot by keeping Fee in the game up 40, because we were actually able to see, like, through a basketball analysis, like, okay, this team has real flaws that Fee covers up, like, aggressively. Aggressively covers up. Because if the next best scorer on your team is Courtney Williams, if the next best scorer on your team is Courtney Williams, like, and I love Courtney Williams, that is a team that is a seven seed. That is a team that is an 8 seed. Like, you're not a 1 seed with like a 5 to 6 game lead on seed 2. Like, without Napheesa Collier. That's just the God honest truth. And that's my spiel on Fee.
All valid points. No notes on that. Obviously, I am on the other side of the spectrum. As you know, it's really like, when we even talked about if they did a co-MVP, like what that could look like, because it's just been too good of seasons. Now, I talked a little bit about Asia in the beginning. 23 points a game, 10 rebounds a game. I think for me, AP player of the year. I think for me, she's my MVP because I think that you lose to your runner up, your co-MVP runner, like who you're racing against, by 50. And you put on your big girl pants and you go and just kill everybody for 16 games straight in this WNBA. The Aces are not a team without A'a Wilson. I think that you can argue maybe the Lynx can throw together and win some games, and did without Fee. The Aces, they're nothing without A'a Wilson. Nothing. Becky is not a good coach without A'a Wilson saving her. Chelsea Gray is past her prime. Love the point guard. She's past her prime. Jackie Young is, Jackie Young. She's a bucket. And like we said, Jewel Lloyd, even her averaging, she took a significant chunk of seat this season, right? There is no one better than A'a Wilson in the world. There's no one. And for me, when you're looking at the MVP, right? Best player, I always hear that. Most valuable, I think valuable is that key word that I sometimes feel people get wrong. The Lynx, they can win some games without Fee, and showed that they could. The Aces, no. And the Aces do not look good without A'a Wilson. The Lynx, as we said, they work on vibes. They have a good cohesive team. A'a Wilson is the everything for the Aces. And the fact that she led them from being out of the playoffs. We weren't even talking about them being a contender in the playoffs at this point in time. 16, 17 games ago. We were like, they got to try again next year. And she said, nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. I'm the one, and I'm going to show you guys why I'm the one. Fee, I love Fee. I do love Fee. I can't lie. It's South Carolina versus UConn right now. This is giddy. It's giddy for women's basketball, right? Gino versus Dawn. Like, we're always never going to escape that for the MVP race. Like, how fun is this? But at the end of the day, A'a Wilson, it is her WNBA. It's her WNBA. And she is, we might, guys. People say Maya Moore is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Jordan, all this other stuff. We are literally like watching LeBron in Miami right now. Like, that is what is it equivalent to. We are watching her put together everything. Everyone says, if you listen to all the players talk about LeBron, they say Miami LeBron is some of the most scariest LeBron. They might argue and say second Cleveland LeBron was just like the most insane LeBron there ever was. But they talk about Miami LeBron because Miami LeBron was putting together the athleticism and the IQ. And all of a sudden, we just saw an explosion. We are literally watching the greatest of all time develop before our eyes. What a great time to be alive. And I don't see her not dominating the league for at least she probably has about 6 to 7 more years of dominant. Like, there's no one even close to her. There's no one even close to her at her position. And she is doing this all as the best player in the league. By points. She got feed by like 0.3. It's a very small point differential on their scoring. But what is most impressive to me is that we know that the WNBA is a big girls league. It's a big girls league, and she's dominating. And she's been healthy. She's been healthy. She missed, maybe like a few games in the beginning of the season, but she's been healthy and dominating consistently every game. I don't think she scored less than 20 points in the last 16 game streak. It's insane. But like I said, like we said before, there is no wrong answer here. There's no wrong answer. I would be happy with either getting MVP because I love Fee too. I love Fee. I do think she is just amazing to watch. It's so fun to watch her play. Like she just understands the game at a different level. She does. She can score the ball at a different level. Like it's beautiful. The only thing I said, and this is her coach's fault, the injury I think kind of hurt her a little bit, just a tad, because while she was out, all eyes were on Angel Wilson. And that is all people have been talking about for the past 3 weeks is how good Angel Wilson has been. It's tough. No wrong answer here. No wrong answer. But
I agree.
They have made it it's the most watched WNBA season ever. And that's without Cece playing. So the game's been good. The games have been good.
Yeah, well, good luck, ladies. Good luck. I like I said, I don't think there's any wrong answer here. All right, let's move on. All right, so let's talk about real briefly the Rookie of the Year convo. So obviously, like Paige Bueckers is getting the Rookie of the Year. I'm trying to
no question about it. My pick for Anissa, she's just been too hurt. She's been too hurt. Like, we can't get her healthy at all. She's been great. Sonya's been amazing. She has, but Paige is the Rookie of the Year. She has been just, we're watching. Yeah, Kyrie has entered the league, y'all.
Yeah, she's tough. She's super tough. So yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that. So shout out to Paige. If they give it to, well, they're not going to give it to anybody else's because
there's no other answer.
You're just uber tough. So I think the only I'll say is this. If Sonya would have made the playoffs, it would have got a little interesting because I think Sonya Citro is the second best rookie this entire time. And that's only because, full disclaimer, Dominique Wembanyama did not play enough games.
Right.
If Dominique Wembanyama played enough games, I'd be like 1B, because I'm telling you, I've seen 3 games. I've seen 3 Seattle Storm games in full in which I saw Dominique Malonga and I was like, listen. That looks spooky.
She looks real good.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, shout out to Paige. I just want to give her flowers and stuff like that. All right. So, speaking of, because I think this is so important, right? It's time, right? We've buried it long enough. So, I want y'all to know, before I hand over the floor to my beautiful sister, that I feel vindication. That's all I want y'all to know. I feel real vindication here, right? If you've been with us since episode 1, you know the game. You know the hustle. Angel freaking Reese, my future Liberty center, who I have told y'all I will never. I don't even understand. People were sending me these articles and stuff, right? And I was like, have you ever referenced yourself to the podcast, the TLD District, available on YouTube everywhere? I have told you guys, I will never hate Angel Reese. Ever. They could never get me to hate her. This article did nothing to me. It did nothing to me but vindicate me. As I have told you guys that the Chicago Sky is an unserious organization.
Yeah.
They are failing my sis, Angel Reese. Y'all heard this. And they don't even know the level of failure of my sis that they are doing. But, there is one who knows the failure of my sis that the Chicago Sky is doing. And guess who that is? Her name is Angel Reese. Listen,
right.
Angel Reese. Angel Reese. Big gangster, by the way. Big AR5, as they call her. in these streets. You feel me? The Bayou Barbie, the Chi-Town Barbie. Listen.
Which she took out of her bio, by the way.
Hey, gang, let me tell you something. I told you niggas. Y'all just thought that Angel was pussy. Like, that's how I feel. My main take is that the Chicago Sky thought that Angel Reese was pussy. They thought she was pussy. They thought that they could just sit here and win 23 games in 2 years. And Angel Reese, habitual winner, national champion, by the way, most outstanding player. Y'all thought she was going to be good with this. Here's the thing. This is what the WNBA has to prepare themselves for, because there are multiple young women that are going to come up into the league, and that's just not about to be dealing with being a bum for 4 years. Like, I'm here for it. The spots are way too limited. We're not talking about a 13-team league. We're talking about a 13-team league today, which will be an 18-team league by 2030. That's still not enough spots in basketball for you to be sitting here playing in my face on my rookie contract. I'm sorry. So because Chicago Sky, you thought I, Angel Reese, was pussy, now I have to let you know that I, Angel Reese, am not pussy.
Right.
And I love her for that. I truly love her for making the decision to be like, yo, listen, I don't like how y'all think I'm pussy. Because that's all I heard. I'm not gonna lie to you. There were words. There were talk of these things, and I go, okay, cool. These are words. Maybe they might seem a little inflammatory towards specific teammates. But all I kept hearing was, the Chicago Sky think I'm pussy. And I just need to let them know that I'm not pussy. And on that note, the floor is yours.
I've been waiting for this for a while, yo. I've been waiting for this for a while because I've just never, ever in my entire life ever seen a team. Well, I actually have, but I've never seen it to this young. What are you doing, Chicago Sky? What is going through your brain? This is your franchise player. Your franchise player. Angel Reese is the future. Angel Reese is the future. The future is Angel Reese. Everybody knows that. Everyone knows that. Except Chicago, I think. Just the Sky organization in general. Nothing she said was wrong, yo. I think that needs to be clear. I am going to quote what she said. She said, quote, "I am not settling for the same shit we did this year." Mind you, the Chicago Sky went 1-12 without Angel Reese. 1-12. They barely won a game without Angel Reese on the court. She said, "I'm not settling for the same things this year." Because what did the Chicago do to build around their star player this year? Nothing. They put their hope in freaking Courtney Vandersloot. Listen, y'all, as a Liberty fan, we know that's a terrible decision. Terrible decision.
Can I just cut you off real quick?
Please.
Listen, yo, Courtney Vandersloot. Hold up. I need to find my tweet. When I saw that Courtney Vandersloot had commented was tight, by the way. Like it wasn't even like she wasn't tight. Like she heard what she said.
She was mad, y'all.
Said, yo, Shorty said my name? Why? Yo, I was in tears. I really was in the most tears I've ever been in a while when I saw this tweet from Courtney Vandersloot. Here's 5 days ago. 5 days ago, Courtney Vandersloot are returning as the Sky point guard next season. Contrary to what people say or think, my age is actually not a factor. I am coming back. At Frostbite Guru. 20 minutes later on this same tweet. This is underdog WNBA at underdog WNBA. By the way, if you want to find it. Ham Van Dam at Frostball Guru says, Courtney Vandersloot is not good at basketball anymore. I saw it firsthand for 2 years, pre-ACL tear. So we're talking about a 34-year-old Courtney Vandersloot.
No. Shane, she's 37.
Today.
She's 37.
No, she's 37. I'm saying when I saw that Courtney Vandersloot was
when we were watching her, yes,
with some dirt, she was 34 and 35. At 35.
Listen, Courtney, you should have retired last year. I felt like this was karma. You tearing your ACL. Sit your ass down. You're done. You should have retired off of a ring. You had a ring. Go sit down, retire, call it a day, go live life with your wife in your penthouse in Chicago and have a good time. Right? Be a Sue Bird. Bird's just at the games, just vibing.
Her and Megan.
Just vibing. Comes to all the games she wants to come. That's what you could have been. You could have retired a Liberty legend. But no. You had to go back to your roots. Okay. And then you tear your ACL. Okay. Fine. Realistically, sweetheart, you're dirt. You're dirt. I watched you be dirt. I watched it for a long time. So much so Leone had to come and take your place.
Yeah.
So Angel Reese saying that we cannot put our trust in an old lady coming off of an ACL tear does not sound crazy to me.
That's logic.
It just makes sense.
Courtney Vandersloot being the name in question. Like some people did compare Angel's comments to like what you said earlier with Asia about how like, yo, don't fucking come back. And it was like Angel doesn't have the cachet to do what Asia did, which fair. But also Courtney Vandersloot being the name in question is like, okay, like, all right. What
Y'all just don't want to admit she's right. Y'all just don't want to admit she's right.
Now we're
just hating. Like to me, it's like we're dying on the Courtney Vandersloot hill. Like that was got me.
You can't. I wouldn't. Not at 37 with a bum leg. What are we doing? That's the serious plan.
We can't rely on that. We can't rely on that. Mind you, when they go to interviews, brother, they have representatives from their team in the interviews. She didn't go by herself. This went through publication.
Yeah, and they approved
it. Saw it. They approved it to go out. Right? The Atlantic, I think that was who published it, or the Tribune. Someone, whoever published it. Yep, Chicago Tribune. There we go. They literally said the Sky okayed this article. And this gets me to my next point. A suspension for half a game? Oh, you must think I'm a bitch, is what I would think. And Angel did exactly what I did. So let's be clear. I lost fantasy on principle. Because the Chicago Sky decided to screw me out of winning first place. I didn't even have a chance, y'all. If Angel Reese is not playing, I have no chance of winning. I put my entire plan into Angel Reese, and I built around her, as the Chicago Sky should have done, but they did not. I was relying on Aaliyah Boston.
Wait, tell the people, the fantasy team, you was 8-0. You was 8-0 before the Angel injury.
Before the back injury. 8-0 before the back injury.
Unbeatable.
It was a direct correlation.
Unbeatable even. Seriously.
I was dusting people, y'all. Everybody taking names. My fantasy name is Infinity Stones. If you like Marvel, you know exactly why. Because I was Thanos in that bitch, collecting wins like it was nothing. Yeah. Do you know that Thanos won 14 million times?
Yeah.
14 million times. And the one time he didn't win, niggas had to go back in time to beat him.
Yeah.
Like, Chicago not understanding that they have a gold mine is mind-boggling to me. Or they just don't care. I don't know what it is. But for you to penalize your star player the way that they did so publicly. Yeah. They talking about we handled it in-house and moving on. Handled it in-house. You put out a public statement. So much so that fans are just going to your games to put the sign "Free Angel" up. Like, do y'all understand what y'all have done? You have completely shattered your organization. How do you come back from this? How do you come back from this? I don't see coming back from this. As I was doing my research today, there is an article that just dropped about the GM saying that he has great conversations with Angel Reese daily. I also had great conversations with my coach daily when I was in college, and I hated his guts. I think Angel Reese needs to go. I think she needs to run as far and fast as possible. To me, this would show me that I have to go. I have to go. You have unserious teammates. You got people, and I'm talking to you, Rachel. You got people talking about, I'm too old for this. If I was younger, I'd be mad. What are you even talking about? You guys suck. Like, have some competitive spirit in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a basketball player on a team, if your best player tells you to get it together, you have to look around and be like, damn, maybe we got to get it together. It's not personal. You know what I'm saying? They took basketball and made it so personal, which every basketball player knows that is the worst thing you can do. That's the worst thing you can do. She ain't call nobody out their name. She could have said that they suck. She really would have been valid to say this team freaking sucks. She didn't even say that. She says that I want to be better. I love this team and this place so much. I want to stay. But if they don't make decisions, and let's look at the past. They have not made decisions. And if we saw the draft, we all watched the draft this year. Who did we get? Who did the Sky get? Haley
Van Lille.
They traded their pick for Ariel freaking Atkins.
Which is crazy. Like, I just feel like that's just not talked about enough. When was Ariel Atkins ever this tough? Like,
but I'm like, if you are, let's look at who's coming up, right? Who is in this draft? You could have had Sonia.
Yeah.
But no, you have Ariel Atkins. You are not building around Angel Reese. You are not doing what the Indiana Fever did. Indiana Fever went all in on Caitlin Clark. All in, as they should. And they went all in on Aaliyah Boston as well, because as talked about, Aaliyah Boston was their first pick the year before CC came. And they said, wow, we suck so bad, we're going to get the first round pick again.
Yeah,
then we're going to give you Aaliyah Boston, one of the best shooters to ever shoot a basketball in college basketball. And then you know what they said? Both of our first round picks are number one picks. We're going to give you Natasha Howard. We're going to keep Kelsey Mitchell. We're going to do all these things so that we're a successful basketball team. The Chicago Sky told Angel Reese to go suck it. That's what they told her. That's what it felt like to me. And I felt her calling them out on it was the most gangster thing she could have done. Mind you, people are hating about that. Let's get into our big hater, Candace Parker. CP.
Vindication.
I like, you know what's crazy? CP used to be my GOAT. She used to be my GOAT. She did. I love Candace Parker. I used to love Candace Parker. She went to Chicago and won a championship in 1 year. If that's not GOAT behavior, I don't know what is. Right? Like, Candace Parker, please, 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 from everyone, shut the fuck up. Shut up and take Angel Reese's name out of your mouth. It's literally for clicks at this point. It's for clicks. You're just trolling. She said to keep it in-house. You can't say those things. Shut up. What do you want her to do? The Sparks, you're talking about the Sparks. The Sparks sucked. Maybe if you would have said something in their last few years, maybe they wouldn't have sucked so bad. Right? Like... And then we have Angel McCarthy. Don't get me started on Angel McCarthy. First of all, I would feel insulted. I would feel insulted if one of my teammates was like, "Yo, here's $10,000. Yo, my bad."
Because you're poor.
You suck.
Not only because you're poor. No, because that's what she said, right? Like, she literally basically said, Yo, be a charity because clearly they're not playing well enough because they ain't getting no money. So instead of their employer giving them more money, how about you overcompensate for your team? Mind you, you're a sophomore in the league, not a vet at all. Not at all. Nah, you should handle that. Listen, man. Oh man, Angel is in this big Angel.
Better than me.
Angel. Little Angel better than me because if Big Angel would have said that, she'd have got cussed out on the internet. I ain't even gonna lie to you. She got cussed out on the internet. And if I was anybody in that locker room, I'd be like, why she said we poor?
Yo,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. She said y'all need some change, something to make you smile a little bit. Yo, the reality of it is that the Chicago Sky, the way the Aces need A'a Wilson, the Chicago Sky need Angel Reese. Yeah. If I'm any other team in the league, if I am the Valkyrie, if I am the Dallas Wings, if I am the Storm, I am sending everyone, absolutely everyone. Anyone that the Chicago Sky wanted for Angel Reese. If I'm Dallas, if I'm Paige, I'm texting Angel like, girl, come on. Come on. Who do we have to send to get you? We'll send the whole team. The whole team.
Yeah. I said
Angel Reese out of Chicago. And you know what? Chicago has a bad history. Courtney Williams has said she will never, ever want to play. Sylvia Fowles, shout out Sylvia Fowles, just made it into the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Just said she will never, ever want to play ever for the Chicago Sky. They are known to have bad.
Retired.
They are known to have a bad front office.
She retired.
And to me, Angel Reese looked around and said, oh, y'all want me to be a loser. They haven't made the playoffs the first time in 7 years, like the past 2 years, and you have a cash cow in Angel Reese. And not only do you have a cash cow, she's very good at the game of basketball.
Thoroughly.
She is a generational rebounder. This is why I love some of the nice vets in the league. I listened to point guard Chelsea Gray talk about who was her point guard in Unrivaled, and she said that she has watched her be a generational player. Generational player. And I said hats off to Chelsea Gray, because this is sometimes you don't hear the positive about Angel Reese enough. Like, we are watching hating. Like, this is like the definition of haters around. And I'm like, it's so sad when your own family is haters. That locker room, if you're Chicago, you either have to get rid of the whole locker room or get rid of Angel Reese. Yeah. I don't care that this guy is saying that he has daily good conversations with Angel. I don't care about that. Angel needs to request a trade. And I think that that's just real. Or that maybe they allow her to be taken in the expansion draft. I don't know. There are options, obviously. Yeah, but
not on the board.
I don't think that's happening either. But you have to, and I'm really talking to Dallas, because I want to see Paige Bueckers succeed. I like watching Paige. I can't lie. She's just so fun to watch, and she needs a big. And if I'm Camilla, I might try to attach myself along to Angel Reese too.
Hey, come get me too. Come get me too. Please.
Like, girl, you better tell
her.
You're
not leaving me here with these bums. That's what she about to say. You are not leaving me here with these bums. Like, you might, hey, go ahead and tell them that's for two. Hey, man, let me say this, man. We can move on. We can move on, Angel.
We can move on. Yeah, I can go on for hours about this dumb team.
Vindication for sure. Candace, just some notes. Candace Parker, while saying to keep it in the house, once told the Aces when they got there, that's the first time she ever got a locker. She never had a locker in Chicago. She's from Chicago, by the way. She says never had a locker with the Sparks. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of things that you put out into the atmosphere. Candace Parker is also not one to hold her tongue when it comes to bullshit. So, like, all these things are hilarious when it comes coming out of the mouth of Candace Parker. But as y'all know, also, as I've told y'all, big hater Candace Parker. She's always been the biggest hater.
If you genuinely feel that way too, text her.
Yeah. She's hilarious. I just want to put that out there for Candace Parker. 2, Angel Reese. Like I said, they'll never get me to hate you. I just feel like at some point in time, like, hey, the problem with the WNBA right now is that they're ill prepared to deal with the type of athlete that's getting ready to come into the league and that's already in the league, and that starts with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I think that they were the inception point in a sense where you're walking around with 2 athletes whose brand is bigger than the league. So if you have 2 athletes whose brand is bigger than the league, you should be incentivized to do whatever the fuck they want, honestly. Because what you're really looking at is 2 case studies of a team who did whatever the fuck they want for Caitlin Clark, which, whether good or bad, is the decision you make from a business standpoint, and a team that did not do whatever the fuck they want with Angel Reese. Because whether in itself makes me feel like y'all don't really think Angel Reese is that good anyway. No. Which also makes me feel like you've listened to a lot of the rhetoric surrounding Angel Reese, and this is your fucking teammate. This is your fucking player. You get what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, if you don't understand influence, then you really don't understand what the fuck is going on. Angel Reese's brand is bigger than the WNBA. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Like, it is what it is.
The Barbie.
I give you A'a Wilson's brand is now currently bigger than the WNBA, but that happened like through time. Like, we're like year 9 with A'a Wilson, and now niggas is knowing that she's GOAT wide. I ain't talking about Breanna Stewart is bigger than Breanna Stewart and Phoenix Collier is bigger than WNBA too. Like, but also that came with time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is real time that people had to put blood, sweat, and tears. Like, Breanna Stewart had to be a 4-time champion, 3 times. You get what I'm saying? Like, to have the equity to do what she needs to do. Asia got to be the greatest basketball player ever. You get what I'm saying? Like, to do what she has to do. When you look at these young women that's coming in, like, with brands, I'm talking about, and this is what I'm saying. Like, the WNBA operates like a league that has their shit together, and that don't make sense to me because y'all don't. You're literally you're operating off vibes, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think is a great thing, actually. I think that you are allowing yourself to be amenable to a lot of the mistakes that the NBA made because they have 75 years of fucking history and data. Like, but you're at 30 years. You're at your inception point here. You're gonna have an Angel Reese here. You have to recognize who the fuck you're dealing with here. Like, this is not, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that it was so, and it feels disrespectful to me, which is why I'm always gonna be on Angel's side, because at some point in time, why did you not think that I got niggas for real? You get what I'm saying? Yo. Like, and that's just the truth. Like, I got people, I'm polarizing. You have a polarizing player here. Like, we'll say here, we could clip this up. This Angel Reese is gonna do numbers. Just like Caitlin Clark's gonna do numbers. Caitlin might do more numbers, but that don't diminuate the impact of what an Angel Reese type impact looks like, because that's what it looks like. Whether good or bad, people are going to talk about her. So regardless of the situation, you as the Sky, this is why it's unfortunate, right? Because a lot of the rhetoric in the draft and stuff like that, you know, Angel, she's not that good, this, that, and the third, that she wasn't able to go to an organization that was going to nurture her and put her in a position to be great. Because at the end of the day,
number 7.
If we talk about 13 franchises in the WNBA, the absolute worst franchise you could have went to was the Chicago Sky. 13 out of 13. Legitimately, last year, 12 out of 12 is the worst franchise you could have possibly went to. They have a terrible history with their players. Terrible history with their players. The problem is that the Chicago Sky thought that Angel Reese was pussy. Like, I keep coming back to that because at its core, you didn't think I was that good. And you don't have to say this out loud, obviously. Like, you don't have to say this out loud. Through your actions, you were showing me that you don't think, 1, I was that good. 2, you fired my coach, who I loved, in Teaspoon. Teaspoon, yep. Like everything you've done since game 1 is to alienate me as Angel Reese. Like, that's how, like, everything you've done. So at some point in time, I gotta feel some type of way. At some point in time, I gotta feel some type of way, and I do. If I'm Angel Reese, and I do, because at the end of the day, regardless how you feel, teams don't feel your teammates don't feel this way, that third. Every time I see Angel Reese play, or she's giving an interview in the public, whatever she's doing in private, that's on her. She got to handle that. But every time she bigging up her teammates, this, that, the third, her and Camilla's the skyscrapers, this, that, the third. Everybody and their mother. Cause see, all year they have no fucking point guard. You got your two best players on bigs. You have no point guard. What are you doing? What are you doing? You let Ari McDonald go through the waivers without them picking it up. You let Odyssey Sims go through the waivers without them getting picked up. These are point guards, veteran point guards that been in the league for some while. That still have some youth on them, but could at least get you to a point where you feel good about yourself going into the offseason. What does Chicago feel good about?
I just want to say, brother, they also gave their first round pick, their first ownership to none other the Minnesota fucking Lynx.
Yes,
for 2026. So I can understand why Angel feels this is a little bleak. The future's looking a little bleak.
So basically, you're asking me as Chicago with terrible reputation. First, you have a terrible reputation. Don't trade no fucking picks, bro. You gotta convince people to stay there for a while, at least 4 years. Don't trade no fucking picks. You know who trades picks? The Aces. You know who trades picks? The Lynx. You know who trades picks? The Liberty. Those are the teams that you be like, all right, you can trade them picks. Phoenix can trade picks. You don't trade picks as Chicago. What are you doing? You traded picks. You traded one for Ariel Atkins, aka Sonia Citron, who's run up for the Rookie of the Year. That would have got you at least a fucking shooting guard. You get what I'm saying? You could have had Georgia. That would have got you a point guard. You sort of the talent coming in. I'm not giving up no picks for the next 8 years. Like, I'm just being honest with you. If I'm any team, until we get to 18 teams, no picks is getting done. No picks, because everybody's gonna age out of your program. You need youth. Right. You need youth more than ever. You want to talk about you said in second and third round picks, Holmes and shit like that. Hey, dog, I'm gonna let you know right now. It's about to be crazy in the league for the next 6 years. You better not let no fucking people on their rookie contracts. Are you crazy? No. Are you crazy? So I'm Angel to wrap this up. Like, hey, this is some bullshit. Like, this is like, and because you think I'm pussy, I'm not gonna say anything about it. But honestly and truly, if I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it, and I'm Angel Reese, maybe me specifically, I probably would have kept it to myself. But Angel Reese is not pussy. Like, she's not. Like, and I'm not saying if she would have kept it to herself, she was pussy either. But I'm just saying she has now informed the public, right, that niggas is playing with me.
The sink is shipping, and they proved her right, bro. They proved her right. That's
your vindication.
You're for half a game. You know why? We said we actually can't afford to sit you the whole game, so we're just going to suspend you for half the game. But she said, nah, I'm done for the season.
I'm good. And I would have been done too, because what are we doing here? We're being silly.
I'm not going to get hurt.
We're being silly. That's how I feel. We're being silly, and I'm not doing anything. All right, Angel, I love you. I'll see you in 3 years.
Yeah, future lib. Don't you worry, girl.
It's C4 Grim. I'll see you in 3 years.
I'm telling you, I know Joe got a plan to get her. Yeah. I know Joe got a plan to get her.
Yeah, Joe's high. Listen, private jet. Yo, Joe know that Angel got a little bit expensive taste. We gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. All right, Joe, we gonna get it done. Listen, what the youth say? Hashtag soon. Hashtag soon. Hashtag noticing.
Don't worry, girl. We're on our way. We gonna save you.
We coming to save you. the Barclays is comfortable.
Hey, listen. They are voted. New York Liberty is voted the best sports. Number one. The best out of all sports, out of all men and women sports. The best experience. The best experience.
We'll get it done. We'll get it done. All right. Moving on. So we got let's wrap this up here because we've been talking for a while. So a big story throughout the season has been the Connecticut Sun. The Connecticut Sun are so interesting to me because as a team that has been habitually in the playoffs for the majority of my life, I won't even lie to you. Like,
right.
I don't know the Connecticut Sun as a bad team often. So like that's one thing. That's one giving kudos to Connecticut Sun. Given though I think that their setup is extremely unserious. And as I said 2 episodes ago, like we was talking about the Boston minority owner buying a team.
Yep.
I'm 100% for that.
Yep.
100%
For
for
$325 million, by the way.
I've mainly been following this story because it supports my agenda.
Right.
Just know, ladies, I'm out here fighting for y'all. Against the sports ignorance. I've fought multiple WNBA would be better if they could dunk arguments. I've fought multiple lower the rim arguments. I've fought multiple this is not interesting arguments. The basketball's not interesting arguments. I've fought them all. Any misogynistic take about the WNBA that you've heard, I've heard, and have literally had this conversation in group chats, on Facebook, on your whatever social media. I've done it. As I told you, I spent one late night arguing on our TLD TikTok about people slandering Angel Reese because I don't play about my sis for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel myself well versed to talk about these things. So this has supported my agenda for a while about how the growing narrative that the WNBA doesn't make any money. Just to give y'all a brief synopsis of my take on the WNBA not making any money. I don't believe that's a real thing. I think that I know the WNBA is a subsidiary of the NBA, and the NBA is making money, so the WNBA is making money. There is no not making money when you have a parent company like the NBA. Oh, they're losing a certain amount. Every parent company takes net losses. Let me tell you, there's 32 teams in There's 30 teams in the NBA. Every team doesn't make the same amount of money. Everybody's taking a net loss. Let's be clear. Everybody's taking a net loss. The WNBA is basically the 31st franchise. They take net losses. Whatever. Whatever. Who gives a shit? Big name industries and companies like the NBA and the NFL, they're not in it for the profit. They're in it for the data. They're in it so that they can sell you more things. They don't want to just sell you an NBA ticket. They want to sell you an NBA jersey. They want to sell you these are multiple. Like, you have to understand that this is not as simple as the WNBA lost $40 million last year.
Right.
Because I can tell you Adam Silver doesn't give a shit. I can tell you that crux of your argument is fucking stupid. Like, I can tell you that, and I will tell you, and I will continue to tell you that. I've told this to my friends. I've told this to my enemies. You get what I'm saying? It's a stupid argument. So regardless of how you feel, it's how you feel. The Connecticut Sun, all right, being sold for $325 million, reportedly, is a big win for the league. And the league, I'm not going to say they're trying to sabotage this. I am going to say that they're kind of being really dumb about how they're going about this. So backstory is the Connecticut Sun, I think the Mohegan tribe, I'm not sure, and I'm sorry if that's not the tribe, but I want to say it's Mohegan because they play in the Mohegan Sun. Yeah, so it is the Mohegan tribe. All right, so the Mohegan tribe wants to sell the Connecticut Sun, which, I mean, it makes a little bit of sense because this is the, like, in terms of, and I mean, you're into stocks now and stuff like that. I'm just talking regular business shit. In terms of, like, the stock in the WNBA has never been higher. It's never ever been higher.
It's gonna completely and still go up.
I would argue this is the best time to sell or buy.
Yep.
Because the TV deal is coming in.
Yep.
Post lockout, hopefully, and that shit is going to skyrocket. Your franchise is going to be worth $500 million almost immediately. Like, and if not immediately, within 5 years of you purchasing a team for $325 million, like, the buy-in to get into the league for expansion teams was $250. So you had Boston minority owner put up $75 million extra in capital, plus promises to build a facility for women in Boston because he wants in on the business. So when you're looking at these things, it's like, all right, if this is a failing business, right? And this is why y'all niggas sound stupid. If this is a failing business, right? Why am I buying in at 125% of the going rate right now? All that tells me is that there's some serious money that's coming up. like serious. Because you got Jerry Jones in the NFL. He bought the Cowboys, I think, for $50 million. That shit's worth, or $120 million, whatever. It's worth $10 million, and he had it for 30 years. Let me tell you, that growth percentage is insane. Insane. So you're looking at this, it's like, all right, man. So you got the Mohegan Sun tribe trying to sell it. The Boston owner wants to buy it. The WNBA is trying to step in because they didn't take the sale to the Board of Governors, and you can't approve the sale without the Board of Governors before announcing it. So they try to say that the Mohegan tribe, they want to nix the deal because of that. So the WNBA has offered multiple things, and they really upset because they want to kind of curate how the teams are going to look within the next 5 years. You understand?
Yeah, they want control. Kathy wants control.
Yes. Of course, Kathy wants control. My thing is this, right? All right, you want control. I would argue, and what they really wanted to do is that they wanted to give Houston the next expansion team. They want to give Houston the next expansion team. And you know, real. You get what I'm saying? Like, that would be nice. The problem is that the WNBA wants to buy the Sun to sell it to Houston, to sell it to Tillman Fertitta. He's the Rockets owner.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they offer like 300 mil. That sounds like collusion to me, or something mad illegal. That sounds something mad illegal.
That's what the Attorney General is saying in Connecticut.
That sounds extremely illegal. This is the Mohegan tribe bought this team. It's their team. It's their team. What are we talking about here? I have the right to sell this team to whoever I want to sell it to. And my other issue is that Boston is an amazing sports town. I hate Boston sports. Let's be clear. But if we're gonna talk about a passionate fan base of like, Golden State's worked. Golden State worked. You get what I'm saying? You got about 5 more of these things that gotta work. I'm not so sure it's gonna work everywhere. You get what I'm saying? Like the TV money will support a lot of this, but like I think it'll work in Cleveland. I think it'll work in Philly. I'm not sure if it's gonna work.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure if it's gonna work in Detroit again. I'm not sure.
Right.
I'm not sure if it's gonna work I'm not sure it's gonna work in Portland. I'm not sure. Toronto.
Gotta see.
Toronto is a strong maybe because first Canadian women's basketball team in the league. I can see that. I can see that working. I can see that working, but I'm not sure. Portland, I'm not sure. Detroit, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure about Cleveland. I'm pretty sure about Philly. Boston, I'm 1,000,000% sure it'll work.
They're gonna love
easily. Easily. They packed out TD Garden for a Suns game. Like, what are you talking about? And we're being a little problematic. Hey, Fever, if you fuck up, Kayla Clark's going to Boston. Like, Kayla Clark go to Boston. She brings Sophie with her too. But Kayla Clark's going to Boston. But I'm talking about in terms of like, get out your own way, Cassie. Like, this is not smart. I don't think this is smart at all. I think this is so dumb. I think you let them play Connecticut. Let them play Connecticut next year for their final season. Boom. And move them to Boston in 2027. Like, what are we doing? Like, I just think that makes the most sense financially. I think you give yourself some leeway here in case some of these teams are on the bottom end of the barrel with fucking Chicago because that's where they're gonna be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see every team on the up and up, and I feel confident about every team except Chicago. Really, like, Seattle's always gonna have a good fan base. Minnesota's gonna have a good fan base. New York's always gonna have a good fan base. Atlanta's is gaining their fan base. Fever's gonna have a good fan base as long as Caitlin Clark is there. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix is always gonna have a good fan base. Like, these are teams that are growing in popularity.
Yeah.
Like, you have to sustain some of these things. If you can't sustain it, it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look crazy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So when it comes to the WNBA and the Connecticut Sun, Kathy, stop being a bot.
You're not even a good businesswoman, Kathy. Not even a good businesswoman. Like, because what you're also doing is letting the players already know that the WNBA has $250 million in their pocket.
Yeah, easily.
So it's only going to further. She actually showed her hand, which is stupid because, well, for her, not for the players, because she's letting the players know that actually we do have money to pay you guys. We're just not going to.
Yeah.
If you have $250 million to pull out to buy the team, you have money to pay your players, which is hilarious. Hilarious. And it's only going to be used as further ammunition in the talks.
I agree.
So, yeah. So please let Kathy shoot herself in the foot. I actually maybe prefer this because maybe we could get her out of there sooner.
Yeah. One more thing before we go. I want to talk about is Kathy related. So Kathy recently did an interview in which so I follow I don't know her at name, but I know her tag name is Queer Latifah. So I know her and the other one, I think her name is Janae Sims or something like that.
Yeah.
Like they're big in the W community and stuff like that. They do a lot of things to kind of bring awareness and outreach and stuff like that to get fans to the games and stuff like that. So I know Queer Latifah. I know her through the twins, Zach and Zay. She's a big Liberty fan and stuff like that. So basically she had posted that the season tickets for 2026 for the Liberty were outrageous. Like it was like $20K for courtside seats or something like that. Like, and basically that the Liberty are pricing out their fans. I think we would be remiss to not talk about this. We are Liberty fans, but because them prices is getting a little steep. A little is crazy, but a lot steep. And I feel like Kathy had the she had such a terrible response to this. Like I can't find it right now, but I can give you verbatim what she said. It's basically like, as we continue to grow this league and stuff like that, like we have to be able to reinvest and stuff like that, and this, that, and the third. And I think that is one, nuts. Two, like I think that I just don't think you're in a position as a league to move like the NBA.
No.
2 years into like major buzz. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like this is like a 5-year increase. Like if we're talking about a 5-year increase, if we're talking about like a 10-year, if you want to increase and stuff like that, now we got 18 teams in the league. We're gonna have about 55, 60 games in the league. We could talk something crazy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like I like that. I would prefer, like, because I'm not naive. It's a business. As profit grows, you have to continue to, like, I know that. I just feel like at 2 years, and this is coincided with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese coming in the league, but at 2 years of like major eyeballs on you, strongly, like extreme eyeballs, to the point where it's like being extremely intentional in terms of growing the game and stuff like that. That feels nuts to me. Like that feels 100%. Real nuts. Like that feels like
100%.
What are you doing?
$20K? That's insane. Like probably like 4 years ago, it was probably like $2,000 for season tickets. Like,
and this is the truth.
Courtside.
So it's like, are you gonna price out your fans in the middle of one? You did this again. This cause, and I think the WNBA has no situational awareness. I just think they're so bad at situational awareness. I think it's like a downfall of a lot of shit that to deal with. That's why they weren't well equipped to deal with Caitlin Clark hysteria. That's why they weren't well equipped to deal with Angel Reese hysteria, as they have no situational awareness. You look at it like, yo, dog, you're about to go into a potential lockout.
Right.
Like, and the way the players talking, like Satou is talking big shit. Like Satou not playing none of this bullshit y'all talk about. Gabby Williams not playing none of this bullshit y'all talking about. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
And they're also competing with Unrivaled.
Yeah.
They're also competing with Unrivaled.
Yeah. And it's like, Unrivaled is ridiculous. Like, you're looking at Unrivaled. Yeah, Unrivaled.
Bro, what did you see that number of what was that number that they are now at? Like they are now able to offer 2 more teams.
Yeah, 340
because
million. 340 million investment. That's what the evaluation. They was valuated almost at, I think, 80 or 90 million last year. Yeah, 340 million. Listen, here's the thing. That's the fucking problem. Is that you're gonna sit here as a W. You don't got the clout. Like, I think that's what I'm saying. Where's the awareness here? Do you have the clout for a lockout? Because I don't think you do.
No,
I don't think you do at all. I think you should be trying to avoid a lockout as much as possible. If they ask it for whatever they ask it for, if you lock out, I got serious reservations about how long this league lasts if you lock out this year. I said the money's too, like, you can't afford a lockout. The TV deal starts next year. So you can't afford it. You can't afford it. If they pull out, if the TV money pulls out, it's over. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's over. So stop playing in niggas' faces, bro. Like, this shit is goofy as hell. You got Unrivaled there, so you got alternatives. Obviously, overseas already pays more money than the W.
Unrivaled pays more money. They're gonna have
2 outlets to make more money and play in the winter, by the way, which I've been a strong proponent of. I don't understand why the WNBA plays in the summertime when basketball is a winter sport, but that's neither here nor there. In the winter, get your body right. You have your summers off. Your summers off. So we'll get your bag for real. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a little too ideal for you to fuck your money up like this. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's what are we doing here? You're gonna have 3-on-3 basketball. Unrival's gonna have a line into the Olympics. That's gonna be a thing. Let's be clear here. Like that we ain't even start talking about that. We'll talk about that probably more next season. But I see Unrivaled getting a lot. 3-on-3 basketball is a thing. It's a thing. It's an Olympic sport. You get what I'm saying? I'm sure that if they get sanctioned to hold Olympic events, like Olympic qualifying events, like that could start getting real interesting. Yo, you gonna send the rosebuds to the Olympics. Yep. You get what I'm saying? Like, it could get real spooky when you start talking about this stuff. Don't fuck your money up, Kathy.
Just gonna be an idiot.
Don't fuck your money up, because this not the time. This is not the time. Y'all got no leverage. I've been saying this for months. Where's the leverage for the league? There's not. I don't see it. The only leverage is that you are the league and you are funded by the NBA.
Yep.
That's your leverage. Any other thing, everything else is nothing, in my opinion. Everything else is nothing. So, listen, man.
Wow.
It can get real spooky. That's all I'm saying.
Could get real spooky. Get real spooky, Kathy.
Yeah, but that's all I got to say.
Listen, man. A lot is said. Kathy, you need a consulting agency or something, girl. You're not doing good. You're not doing good. Just give that to somebody who wants to, because you know who's moving like a GM? Napheesa Collier.
I'm sure.
Breanna Stewart. They're moving like they're trying to make money, and they are going to make money. So this is Unrivaled is going to be one of the hottest things. And with Unrivaled University, with them bringing in Flau'jae, AZ Fudd, and Big Juju, right? Like, the eyes are on them, and they know the future is the players, not the league. So
the NBA made the same mistake. That's all a mistake. They made the same mistake, and it took them 75 years to get to this point.
Right.
They made the same mistake. They thought that the owners and the teams were precedent and stuff like that. But that's just not the case, bro. Like, the case is that this is a players' league. You got players' league. They don't wear helmets. You know what I'm saying? They have face recognition.
Yep.
The fans are coming to see them. They're not coming to see
them. People literally came to the Chicago Sky game to let the GM know that they are on Angel's side. People paid money to come to the game, not to see the team. They didn't care about the team. To let them know that they are on Angel's side. So,
and they should have.
Do with that what you may, Kathy.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Wow, man. So, this has been an amazing episode. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the Teal Light District. If you liked what you heard, make sure you show us some love. Make sure you are following us on Instagram and TikTok at TLD_pod. Make sure you drop a comment. Let us know your thoughts on everything we talked about here. And, of course, do not forget to subscribe to us on YouTube at Smooth Family ENT. Wherever you are listening to this podcast, make sure you are locked in so you never miss an episode. I'm your host, Shania Wright, a.k.a. Shot Twice, along with my brother, Shane Wright, a.k.a. Ham Van Dam. We will see you for round 2 of the playoffs.
Hey, Liberty in 2.